hope you're doing well. Quick preamble before I start. I haven't really been watching any streams of Warhammer 3, even the pre-release streams, and that's mainly because I like to work things out myself before I then go and look at all the other streams. So if I am repeating anything anyone else has done, then yeah, apologies. I'm now going to do quick and dirty videos like this because I spent months talking to people about my Slaanesh series, which I've spent hours and hours on, and it was just one video and I still haven't finished it, and now it's got to be redone because of the changes in IE. But that will be coming out at some point. But anyway, I have a day job, and so I'm going to do quick and dirty videos. And the things I want to talk about today, first of all, I just watched Legends Aspiring Champion Doomstack. That's one of the first things I've watched in a while. And he was mentioning about having the Warshrines and, you know, missile resistance and how they're not always the best situation for that, and if you follow him you would have heard him say the same thing about giants a lot, and he says these are bad, which they're bonkers. They outperform my chosens almost every time. But on missile piece, so probably everyone's worked out by now that CA have set the game up so that Nurgle and Slaanesh work very well together. Even if you're playing Festus like I am here, I use these Slaaneshi mages, and I still have my 10 authority, so it's all fine. But anyway, let's have a look at this chap's missile resistance. I've been playing Champions of Chaos so much that I've got a whole bunch of save characters, and this one just happened to be a missile resistance one. 100% missile resistance. We've got 25% from Scaled Skin. We have 15% from this Undivided Gift, so we've now got 40. We've got the Gift of Nurgle. Yeah, I think that's a bug basically because he's obviously not got the mark of Nurgle. And when I have Nurgle characters in my Slaaneshi armies, they don't get the Slaaneshi buffs. So I think it's probably a bug. So we've got 60 there from the two gifts, his base stat as well. Then we have the Plague, 15%, so that puts us up to 75. Then we have, he's got an Iron Curse item, which is the easy thing to get. You always get hundreds of. So yeah, you can get your Warshrines to 100% fairly easily. The easiest way to do it is to get the skill that gives you the ability to hire them directly, and then you can just hire them and bin them if they've not got the stats that you want. We've also got our giant here. He's got 45 because he's not a Nurglish one. But if he's within the Eldritch Aura, which he always is when I'm playing, I'll show you shortly, he will have the extra 15. So he's got, what was it, 45 plus 15, so he's got 60. Then we've got our Nurgle. He's got 50, but he doesn't have the Plague on him, which is an extra 20. So you can easily get your big green giant here up to 70% missile resistance. And when they get into the fight, and they're always sped up for me anyway because my mages have always got the speed buff from Shadow Magic, and he's also got 20% physical resistance. This is from the Plague. I chose that over the missile resistance one for obvious reasons. So the main thing to do is to forget a lot of the stuff that you had in Game 2 because it's really different in Game 3. Another one is ambushing, but I'll do another video on that, or ambush stance at least. So let's quickly go into the other piece, because the main piece I'm talking about today is Warshrines. Now, Festus, as we know, has been nerfed to absolute shite, where that is just the same now as a regular Warshrine, and that is less than a Slaaneshi Warshrine. 12 to 24 there, and let's fish out his thing. Yeah, 16 to 32. So Festus here can switch between either a normal Nurgle Chaos Shrine or a worse version of the Slaaneshi Shrine. Yippee. I'd rather have both going at the same time. So it's very easy to do. Most of the time, the other reason I have the physical resist plague on here with physical resist there is because look at the army ability at the below, summoned from beyond. So what am I going to do with that, do we think, with my 2 Warshrines? Well, let's have a quick look at what I think is pretty much the perfect Nurgle comp. These are absolutely amazing, as I've already stated. They do the most damage in almost every fight, but 4's a bit much. I just happen to have them. I think probably 2 is ideal, maybe 3. Let's look at why it's better than Festus though. So instead of having Festus as our legendary lord, we've got a replacement. So the replacement for Festus is this, which only does healing, but the same healing as Festus. Then another unit which does more damage than Festus there. So 16 to 32, and it has other buffs as well. Unrelated to Festus, I've got a Chaos Warshrine in here for physical resistance on top. And then the Nurgle Demon, who is absolutely insane. He just never seemed to take damage. The only traits I had were Katarina and Kostaltin, and he has so many buffs, and he is just unkillable. Like, he never even takes damage. I think there may even be something bugged with him. I had 24% ward save, 45% physical resist, I guess, 25% missile resist, 10% spell resist. But he is putting out way more damage himself. So we've got more damage than Festus on the Slaneshi Lord, and more damage on him. Now you could say, well, why don't you have Festus and the Slaneshi Lord? You could do that, but this is less damage, and you haven't got a massive, insane monster flying around everyone. Like in this battle, I pretty much used him to solo the guys, and I have soloed whole armies with him before. So yeah, that's why it's stronger than Festus there. Other things I've got in the Swords of Chaos give all our Warshrines, except for the Unit 1, physical resistance. Then we have these guys who have the mass reduction for when it takes 1 charge, so once one of their units is charged in, all the others, while everyone starts taking reduced mass, so that slows the charges down massively. And then bigger second, the good buffs there. I think that's it in terms of the buff. So that's it overall. He's got his heal here as well somewhere. He's got Eldritch Azura as well. Yeah, he's got his heal there. If my advice is always take the heal unless you're putting him in a Slanesh army, and then take the armor reduction one, because that is part of the reason why all this talk about Hell Scourges being rubbish, not really true, but I'll do a separate video on that. So let's go into the fight. So from memory, I think it was a pretty boring fight, but as you can see, I think I'm using the same tactics that Legend was as well. I think it might even be the same map, but yeah, so I've got my boys in here. I think the pink rings are either Eldritch Azuras, because I've got quite a few people, or the Chaos Shrines. So here's our Warshrine. So in a very similar situation to Legend's video, like they haven't got much or any missile damage, but let's pretend they do. Let's look at the situation here. So we've got physical resistance 50, missile resistance 100 here, like I say, and then spell resistance 30. So that's from the Eldritch Aura. So in this situation, I'm not going to be sitting here panicking about missile damage. I prefer to charge mine up beforehand so that I'm ready to go into the fight with almost full healing and damage. So look here now, what I'm doing is using the summon and just leaving them here. Plague Bearers are good situationally, but I mainly just did it for stopping a charge into the flank of a blob, but it's really obviously really good against mortars or something when you're doing a settlement battle. But as long as I don't have that situation, you can just see there my Plague Bearers had just died. And now if we look at the charge on this guy, he's gone up to 33% there. You can see at the top intensity 33%. So for each summon you get 33%. So, and I get 2 summons. So the second one's going to pop in a bit. We'll forward that on. I don't think we need to cover that again, but basically I just summon, yeah, there we go. Summon them in and they die, and then I'll have 66% on both of my Warshrines here. Now, as I said, this is pretty boring, so I'm going to forward most of it on and cut the video accordingly. As you can see, this is just my Demon Prince here, pretty much killing everyone. And of course, the the Slaneshi guys in there somewhere as well. So if we just pause and just have a look at this chap. So he's got Miasma of Pestilence on him. Not very good stats here, look. This is the because they had the Jolly Green Giant as well. He's been absolutely wrecked. What's his missile resistance? 15. Doom Totem, Poison, Virulent Contagion, that's from the gift. This is Frogs. That's from Demon Prince. Getting nailed by that. What's this one? He's actually not, at this point, he's not getting the Slaneshi one. Let's have a look, keep playing and see where is our Slaneshi guy. Pause and have a look at someone in here. This guy. So he's got Slime Trail. Yeah, he's getting affected by the Slaneshi guy. See if we can find someone in the middle who's getting both. Yeah, there we go. He's getting the Slaneshi more powerful than Festus damage. He's getting some effect from Paragon of Decay, and he's getting Pestilent Decay as well, and that's, you see his stats, he's just getting absolutely wrecked. So it's pretty much the Demon Prince soloing everyone in this mess. That's my Warshrine as well. Like, you know, he's not just a Warshrine, he's a mage as well, but yeah, these guys get absolutely ruined. Oh look, there's a fight between the Demon Prince and Jolly Green Giant over there. Obviously, Demon Prince's side is not after that. And here they've had enough. Still chasing after him with all the Warshrines. Demon Prince AFK apparently. And yeah, no, I think that's a wrap really. Oh no, I forgot the fight here between Demon Prince. This is where I thought I'd killed him already. And he gets up again. Takes a Spirit Leech. Killing this one while I can. He makes it out. Scumbag. So let's take a look at the damage here. Pretty much two people doing all the damage in this one, because the rest of the blob was just there to be a blob. Demon Prince 76k. Nothing to write home about, but it's still very good. 53k from him. I didn't actually press attack, like send the blob into attack, so none of these guys will have done that much. They were just sort of attacked and fought back a bit. Yeah, what a surprise. The highest damage from any of the melee combatants by quite a lot is a spawn. So trust me, these spawns are really good. The Slaneshi one's really good as well because it's got Soporific Musk. Corn one I hate. Although I haven't played the Corn one since Rampage change. And the Finch one I haven't played enough, if I'm honest. But the Slaneshi and the Noga ones are absolutely insane. And it's basically because when they're in a crowd, their animations support them to do damage, I think. So that is it really. So charge your Warshrines before you go into battle. Festus is no longer the leader of the Warriors of Chaos Nurgle faction. He now kind of sucks, but he gets you through the beginning bit just about. And don't forget to save some good Slaneshi characters on your Azazel runs, so you can use them in your Nurgle ones, and same with the other way around. And also that works very well with Khorne and Tzeentch. So you play Tzeentch first, you save a load of really good mages, and then you recruit them in your Khorne campaign, and it doesn't have any negative effect. Whereas the undivided ones do. And plus the fact that all the Khorne warriors end up having flaming attacks, and of course Tzeentch supports flaming attacks with his spells, and the horse riders and all that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, hope you enjoyed it.